Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Extinct Breaks Originals. And for this very special episode, this will be the remake of our Jurassic World Dominion Dreadnoughtus. And here is the making of our Dreadnoughtus. So, we start off by making several changes to the overall scope of the Dreadnoughtus. You can see here that I'm just assembling on some of the parts that we have already put together and made the changes. I have widened the tail, widened the neck area as well, gave it a different angle of attachment, and you can see now here that so this is how it actually looks like now. Now, compared to the other Dreadnoughtus, there's a lot of imperfections in terms of scope, so that is why I actually decided to do this. So, we're now ready to paint. We have here some brushes, of course, acrylics, and some water. So, our first color would be the main color. This is a mixture of blue and gray, and just a tiny bit of yellow ochre, and we're painting this on the entire creature. So we'll let this one dry off until we have here a solid figure painted. Now it tends to be much darker, but that is the reason why we're dry brushing some lighter colors on the body of our Dreadnoughtus. So here we just added some more white to the earlier colors, and we're dry brushing on certain areas such as that of the thighs, the upper leg, and also the body of the Dreadnoughtus. Now for some colors on the lower sections, the Dreadnoughtus would have a yellowish to pinkish underbelly, and also under color of the neck, so we're painting that on our Dreadnoughtus. So this also tended to be a little bit darker as well, so in the end we dry brushed some more highlighted colors of a mixture of peaches and also some oranges. Also, to bring in some more details to this one, the Dreadnoughtus would have this same color on the upper and lower lip, so we're painting this exactly on the figure. So taking note of the references that we have, which is from the Jurassic World Dominion Dreadnoughtus. Now using the same colors that we have for the underbelly and also on the underside of the neck, we're using this color on the details of the stripes as well as the speckles on the entire body of our Dreadnoughtus. So here we're using a fine to a medium brush to create this type of detailing on our figure. And here is how it looks like after we have painted on the details. So now we have here some darker colors of what we had on earlier, and we're just placing on some of the imperfections in the scope of the Dreadnoughtus, just so to mask some of those that we have on our figure. Alright, so the Dreadnoughtus would have darker shades of bluish black on certain areas of the back. So we're also painting these details also on the figure. The ends of the tail would actually have more colors of this compared to the upper sections or the lower back and also the neck of the creature. Alright, so after that is actually done, we're using the same color on the upper neck of the Dreadnoughtus. It also has the same markings on the eye area of the Dreadnoughtus as well as the topmost portions of the head. Now to bring in the colors together, we have here a lighter shade, much lighter shade of what we had on earlier, and we're just painting on strategic areas just to dirty up the figure. So we just need to add in several more details such as colors of the eyes, the insides of the mouth, also colors of the nails, and we also dry brush a little bit more lightness into the colors of the Dreadnoughtus just to complete the figure. And that's it for the making. Now we are ready to announce the Guess PC contest winners, and we have 10 lucky picks. Here they are: Marvin G, iTy Channel, Mechanic Tiger, Lorenzo Darigo, Tyrannosauraxilla, Spoke Dino Collection, Matthias Bermudez Belido, Dino Beast, Christopher Craig, and Elijoriel Correa. Congratulations everyone, and now for our top 10 winners. Mr. T-Rex,
Top 9.
Solid Sabat Hakim,
Top 8.
Jag Animates,
Top 7.
Dinosaur,
Top 6.
Spokolo,
Top 5.
Extinct Creatures,
Top 4.
Raymark 11 years old boy,
Top 3.
Gabriel Elkins,
Top 2.
Cretaceous Bricks,
Top
and Gorgo Trebek Shandy. Congratulations everyone, and I'll see you in the next Guess PC contest. For those of you who'd like to join, here's how. Just click on the Extinct Bricks icon, it will lead you to the Extinct Bricks homepage. On the homepage, just click on the community link to see all our posts. And now for a closer look. Hey guys, it's now time for another Extinct Bricks reversion. So we have here our Dreadnoughtus that we have from Jurassic World Dominion, and I'm really excited for this one because there's a lot of changes that I did on this one. And like in the making of our Dreadnoughtus, you can see that not just recoloring it, but also taking a further look on how the structure of the Dreadnoughtus would actually look like. So here is our Dreadnoughtus so far, and you can see that, oh my gosh, it's such a big fellow over here, and having Eevee here on beside it, it's really dwarfing our main character here, Eevee. Well, Eevee will be coming back later on for some size comparison. So let's have a closer look on our Dreadnoughtus, shall we? So I had to pick up the camera and go near our Dreadnoughtus because it's not gonna fit in the screen. Well, so we're doing this in portions. So first up we have the head here. So the head here can turn like so. It has a swivel, and of course it can open and close its mouth. So let's just open the mouth on this one. You can see here, yep, and it has some teeth, and it's colored also from the inside. Alright, so yeah, the eyes here are painted in a way that it would have some details to it, and of course the head is a totally new head compared to the other head of the previous Dreadnoughtus. Of course, we have several parts of the neck here, 1, 2, and a little bit apart here, so it can have several movements as well. So we can swivel the head right and left over here. It's quite weird if you're going to pull it like that but anyways, that depends on how you are going to play with our Dreadnoughtus. So anyway, so it can move right and left, and even for this part, although it might be weird if you swivel it right and left, it still is movable nonetheless. Alright, so going here on the part of the body, so you can see here that we have reduced the articulation from the knee just to provide more support, because now the body is bulkier and much heavier than before. So we have both the body on the top portions as well as the lower sections, because the previous Dreadnoughtus actually is a bit thin on the thinner side to support such a huge neck and also a very long tail. Now to be able for us to have a more I guess sturdier or base for our figure, of course we have our legs here, and of course these legs would also would be able to move like so. Yes, right. And same for the other side. So we have details painted on the on the feet as well, and of course overall on the body, carrying over that particular Jurassic World Dominion ish painting scheme on our Dreadnoughtus. Now of course the tail here would have several sections, 1, 2, 3, and of course they can swivel like so for all 3 sections. So but it would have been nice if it would have this type of movement, but you know what, I don't have certain Lego pieces to provide that, but nonetheless I'm really happy with the overall outcome of this Dreadnoughtus. Looking at the top portion, you can see that we have changed the more wide base of the figure to a much thinner, and that is okay because the back portion would be the spine portion of the Dreadnoughtus. So we have a 2 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2 by 8 studs on the back, and that is how big the Dreadnoughtus is. You can see that it's really taking up almost the length of the table. Although this is really large, this is a bit smaller still compared to my Argentinosaurus. And yeah, so that is the closer look on our Dreadnoughtus, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. We can now move on to the next portion of the video, which is size comparisons. Okay, so EB here is back, and putting it beside our Dreadnoughtus like we had on earlier on. So it seems that EB here is quite small, really small, like an ant compared to our Dreadnoughtus. And basing it off from this particular photo over here of a Dreadnoughtus compared to a human being, you can see that it's almost the same size, actually much bigger than actually it really is. Alright, so let's now compare our Dreadnoughtus with a few of the notable characters that we had in Jurassic World Dominion. So let's start probably with the most, or the smallest one. This is my custom giant Locus. It seems small, but compared to a minifigure, it's actually really big. So beside our human figure here, you can see that it's quite big, our giant Locus of Jurassic World Dominion. Alright, so moving along to the next one. Well, first of all, please don't forget to watch and see how I made the giant Locust. Next up, we have our blue custom over here. It's a repaint of a small Velociraptor, and of course Beta. So Beta here is a Lego figure that I have from one of the sets that I have for Lego, and I think it's just a correct size for this one. So we have Beta here and also blue, my custom repaint. So comparing it with our human figure here, yep, and our Dreadnoughtus, it's actually almost a good size comparison, and even the Raptor size here compared to EB here would be a really good comparison as well. Oops, sorry EB. Also in Jurassic World Dominion, there are several other Raptors that were presented there, and those are the ATROCIRAPTors. So how I made the ATROCIRAPTor is also very simple. You can see here, these are my two ATROCIRAPTors. We have here Panthera and also Ghost. I have two other ATROCIRAPTors, but we're not going to show them here on this particular size comparison. So we're just bringing two of them, two of my favorite ATROCIRAPTors, Panthera and Ghost. So again, comparing our ATROCIRAPTors here, definitely much smaller than our Dreadnoughtus, and just about the right size compared to a human being. Right, so before I go on with other creatures, we also have a few notable characters that I also made for Jurassic World Dominion and for my convention display. This is a fox that I made, so you can you would remember that there was a fox in Jurassic World Dominion, the one that is being preyed by either Beta or Blue. So this is the fox. So I don't have a video on how I made this one, but I think it's a good way of at least making a fox. It's easy, and since Lego hasn't made a fox figure yet, or an animal figure of the fox, this is something you might want to do on your next project. Alright, so we also have here so this is the Morris Intrepidus, and definitely a smaller figure compared to the rest of the figures that I had or showed you earlier on. And yeah, so even though it's a bit large compared to our figure here, it's much smaller still. And again, compared to our Dreadnoughtus, it's as small as it can get. Alright, so now let's compare with larger species of some of the customs that I made for Jurassic World Dominion. This is the NASUTOCERATOPS. This is the male NASUTOCERATOPS, and although this is quite a large specimen already compared to our human figure here, definitely our Dreadnoughtus is one of the largest figures that I've done so far on this particular channel. And let's just have a closer look on the NASUTOCERATOPS as well. So I did a lot of painting I guess techniques on this one. So if you wanna check out the video on how I did the NASUTOCERATOPS, please check it out, guys. Another figure that I did for Jurassic World Dominion would be the THERIZINOSAURUS. So here we have our THERIZINOSAURUS. So our THERIZINOSAURUS here is quite large already. So it's about this height on our Dreadnoughtus, and it's quite a scary figure, to be honest. The way I did this is that it's almost very accurate to that of the movie. So I did several changes to the head sculpt on this one. I did some articulation as well, and take a look at the eye. So this eye would have a pupil on it, while the other one would be like that in the movie also. So if you haven't checked out the video yet on my THERIZINOSAURUS, guys, please check it out. It's a cool video. Right, so up next we have, of course, the main protagonist or antagonist of the movie, rather. This is my version of the Giganotosaurus. Alright, so the Giganotosaurus actually is one of those videos that I had the most views of, and I thank you guys for the support, and I really am appreciative of how you guys are supporting the channel by viewing all my videos as well as sharing it with your friends. And this is somewhat of a thank you to you all. That is why I actually rated this particular specimen or species of that movie. So the Dreadnoughtus compared to our Giganotosaurus definitely is much larger, still much longer, and looks more heavier. But yeah, so our Giganotosaurus is quite big as well, and something that you don't want to come across when you're walking down the street. Well, that's it for the size comparisons, guys. Let's now move along with Extinct Species Roll Call, and we have here all of the creatures that I have shown you so far in this video. And if you do have other suggestions of other creatures that you'd like to see here, either from my previous customs or also from the other movies as well, the movie 65 is coming up, so you might want to probably suggest one or two creatures from that particular movie. Although I haven't seen the movie yet, I don't know it's even showing here in the Philippines. But yeah, so if you do have other suggestions, please comment them down below. Also, EB here would like to remind you guys that all that you see here is actually available in our Extinct playlist. But I'll be putting in individual links of all that you see here, and also including the link of the previous Dreadnoughtus, so that you would be able to compare this new Dreadnoughtus with that old Dreadnoughtus, because that is also an impressive work as well. Well, let's start with our Extinct PC roll call. Let's start from this side, shall we? This is the Extinct Jurassic World Dominion Giganotosaurus. This is our Extinct Jurassic World Dominion ATROCIRAPTors Ghost and Tonsera. This is our Extinct Jurassic World Dominion Giant Locus. This is our Extinct Jurassic World Dominion Morus Intrepidus. Our Lego Jurassic World Dominion Beta. This is our Extinct Jurassic World and Jurassic World repaint of our Velociraptor Blue. This is our Extinct Jurassic World Fox. This is our Extinct Jurassic World Dominion NASUTOCERATOPS Male. This is our Extinct Jurassic World Dominion THERIZINOSAURUS. And of course, to start the show here, this is our Extinct Jurassic World Dominion Dreadnoughtus. And that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Again, if you happen to like this particular video, please do like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you won't miss out on any uploads that I have here on this channel. And again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next. Also, please do not forget to support our other channels, CB Toy Universe and the Adventures of Moira and Usher. Please watch their videos and support our channel by subscribing. And as we always would say, let your inner dad brick roar! Thanks everyone, and bye!